Good morning, good morning, good morning, game changers, and welcome to Coffee in the Morning, hosted by SI 101, baby, where I share my morning thoughts, ideas, and down-to-earth concepts on life lessons over a cup of coffee. Now, before we get into the video, if you don't mind, please hit the subscribe button. And right next to the subscribe button is the notification bell. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. And then, welcome to the Game Changers. Because over here, baby, we gonna change the game together. You and I. Now, today's topic, I want to talk about, as you see the title, the difference between inspirational self-talk and expirational self-talk. Now, inspirational meaning self-talks that pour life into us. And expirational self-talk is that self-talk that pulls life out of us. So, before we get into it, grab your favorite beverage and sip with me. Don't worry, I'll wait. It's funny, this morning, my husband up, and it's real early. I'm shocked he up. He keep peeking his head around the corner going, "Good morning!" He's silly. He's silly. Okay, now, to get into the meat and potatoes of this thing, and I don't want this video to be too long, so I may talk a little fast. Now, we have to start with what is self-talk. Now, self-talk are those conversations one has within themselves up here. You know, your thoughts. It's your thoughts. Okay. Now, our thoughts can be creative. They could be crippling. They could be edifying or building or destructive. They can fuel us with the fire of go get it done. I can, I will. Or, excuse me, but that coffee making me want to burp. Sorry, y'all, excuse me. Or it can make you, or I, or whomever, an excuse Eddie. Has any of y'all met Excuse Eddie? Do you know an Excuse Eddie? You know that person that has an excuse for everything, and then when they ain't got an excuse for it, they blame everybody. Y'all know them? I'm sure you do. I know I do. A lot of them. Okay, let's see if we keep this short and sweet now. But one thing we gotta understand. One thing is to tell the difference between the thoughts. We have to understand or take note of whether the thought is something building us up or tearing us down. Y'all know what? We are our own worst enemies, our own worst critics. We say some of the hurtfulest things to ourselves, and we can say some of the most precious things to ourselves. Now, the crucial part is, though, in having those inner thoughts, inner self-talks, inner thoughts, or what have you. And if there's nothing negative about it, you know, nothing demeaning about it, harmful, and it's something that you can trust, you know, then it makes you feel good about yourself, then that's a self-talk that's building. It's inspirational. And just do what it says. Follow it. Trust it. Trust it. Now, on the other side of that coin, I might have to drink me a little coffee on that one. Sip with me, y'all. On the other side of that coin, if it is a negative, harmful thought where you may criticize your own character, your body image, your self-worth, anything like that, immediately, purposefully flip that thought. Say you saying something like, or you're thinking something like, no one loves you. Immediately, when you get that thought, flip it, and know that yes, you are very loved. Because I'm going to tell you this, if don't nobody love you, as I do, you can take that one to the bank. Or if it's saying you can't do something, nothing ever happens to me, nothing good ever happens to me, flip those things around, because good is happening to you every day. You just have to take notice of it. Take notice of it. Affirm in yourself that you are loved. Affirm in yourself that you are happy. You thinking you defeated. Then you just know that you know. The devil is a liar. So if you get that negative thought, you automatically kick it out. Because if it say you defeated, guess what? You need to go on and shout right there, because now you got the victory. You automatically know you got the victory. I'm a winner. I'm a winner. I think I'm doing good with these notes, y'all. I don't think this video gonna be too long, because I'm blind with the glasses on. Ain't that terrible? Did y'all see what I just did? I'm blind with the glasses on. Okay. Now, when you think that negative thoughts, those negative things, even towards others, flip it. Change the beat. Okay? Change the beat. Affirm it positively. And then, now, this just popped in my head, y'all. I didn't even write it on my notes. But this one just popped in my head, because sometimes we have those character building thoughts. Now, if you followed me over this month that I've been doing YouTube, or however long, just I know it's been a few weeks, couple months, whatever, a month, maybe a month and a half. If you've been following me, you know that I journal, and I also work in a growth journal that I've created for myself. I just, so that I would have something to help me bring everything centered. Bring it, hey, focused here. You know. So I have that journal that I've created and the workbook. Well, I was working in the workbook. I did my journal. I had set my goals for the day. And actually, this wasn't the video that I was planning on making. It just became the video that I'm going to make. And it's because while I was journaling and working in my personal growth workbook, I realized something. Now thoughts. Let me tell y'all this. This is all ad-lib. Lord have mercy. I'm all off script. But anyway, thoughts come. Thoughts come. They come through what you see. They come through what you hear. They come through what you taste. And they come through what you touch. Thoughts come. Now, if you don't believe me, try it. Now, thoughts come. Look around your house. What do you see? Just pick one item. Right now, I'm sitting in the kitchen. I'm looking at the microwave. First thing come to my mind, oh, microwave. Because I saw it. I'm sitting here looking at this cup with this coffee in it. I know it's coffee in there. I pick it up. I know I can drink coffee. That's how, because I can taste it. And I know that that's coffee. If I smell something, I don't care if it smells good or if it stinks. You gonna get a thought. Oh, that smells good. Or you gonna get a thought. Oh, something stink. You know? Thought comes, okay? So you have to be careful what you're listening to, what you're looking at, what you're talking about. You have to be careful of those things. What's in your environment? You have to be careful. I talked the other day in the video, my house was cluttered. You know, with papers and mail, you know, books and stuff like that. I had to clear that stuff out of my way in order to see clearer. It cleared my thoughts. It helped me. So a decluttered house means a decluttered mind. I done got all off of... I'm sorry, y'all. Let's get back. Let's get back. Okay. We back on track now. Okay. Now, like I said... Okay. Yeah, that part. I done mixed them up. Alright. Now, like I said, what I've learned is thought comes. Thought comes. It ain't in my notes, but I know thought comes. Now, so what we have to do when we having these thoughts, like I said, is immediately, if it's character building, because like I said, I had some thoughts just this morning, and this is why I'm doing this video, that they weren't negative thoughts, but they were thoughts that when while I'm having them, I'm sitting there listening like, oh, not me. Not me. Huh, baby. When I tell you, I got to looking into it and thinking about it, pondering it, and looking up for some things, and that is you. That's you. You know. Now, see, when them thoughts come, it's character building. You feel good about it. And I told my husband, I said, babe, I said, God whooping me this morning. Because he's telling me some things that's still in me that I need to let go. Now, believe you me, baby, I got that word. Now, see, this how you know when it's good. This how you know. When you get them thoughts, this how you know when it's life building. When you first get it, it kind of pricked your heart a little bit. Like, then you think about it, and you realize that that's something I need to change. I need to change that. After you realize you need to change it, forgive me, Lord, I didn't mean to do it. Now forgive yourself for doing it. Shine, you know not to do that. Okay, I done forgave myself. Now guess what I'm going to do now? I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to go on. Okay? Now, I felt good after that. I was happy for it. See there? That's the difference. That's the difference between inspirational and expirational. Now, you have an expirational self-talk. You depressed. You want to hurt yourself or somebody. That's a destructive self-talk. That's the thought you throw away. But those character-building thoughts, those ones that after you done had them with yourself, you go on and you happier and better for it. That's inspirational. That's inspirational. And ain't nothing like it. Okay? Now we have come to the end of the video. Now, in closing. Oh, I threw the paper on the floor. I don't need the paper for this part, but I did throw the paper on the floor. But in closing, y'all, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you really didn't like it, and if you really didn't like what you heard, go hit it with a thumbs down. I'm going to love you anyway. And there's nothing you can do about that. And remember, it's what you do every day that creates your success or your failure. So I'm depending on you to create your best life ever. Now repeat after me. I believe that all things are possible and nothing is impossible because I'm possible. And that's SI 101, baby. I love you all. See you next video. Mwah.